What's up, YouTube? Okay, today is the part 3 of 10 on the topic 50 underrated card stickers. Before I start the video, again, let me say a thank you. Channel is growing very fast, but one thing that I'm a little bit sad is I know a lot of people are watching my content, but around 50% of the people watch the content and don't subscribe. That makes no sense. If you like the content, feel free to give a sub because it helps a lot the channel, and I can have a bigger reach in the end. So another thing that I want to ask you is, are you following me on my Instagram? If not, go to Sucker Study. You can see how you can type on the screen, and just follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of good content, in my opinion, all related to soccer most of the time. So if you like this type of content on YouTube, you probably gonna like my type of content on Instagram. That being said, let's do the part 3 of this topic. Uh, I will keep going with this. I don't know if this will take a year or 1 month. I mean, right now I'm enjoying doing this, but don't expect me to just finish this series in 1 month, basically, because I believe I will take a little bit of more time. But that being said, let's go to the video. So let me do a disclaimer. I'll always do this. I think it's very important. Most of the card stickers I'm gonna talk are cards that I own or I will try to own in the future. Again, this makes sense. Of course, most of the cards that I'm showing you guys, I own or I will try to own. If I believe in a card, makes no sense for me to not trying to buy that card or to not having that card. Again, it will be way more dangerous if I'm promoting something that I don't even own or I don't even care. So all the cards will be under $100 raw at the time I record this video. My opinions are just that, opinions, no financial advice. Every card sticker chosen is based on data and experience on the market. Every video have 5 cards at the time, 10 videos will be released. Most of the times I would pick rookies or first year's World Cup, but will be some exceptions. 50 cards is a small number, I would probably leave other great cards out. It's possible that prices will change and this video becomes wrong in prices. Very logical, right? This video will be a good data in the long run. So that being said, today the video will be a little bit more focused on the Premier League, especially on City, but I mean I have so many players to put that I'm really trying to get the best ones. That being said, let's go. So first player, Yaya Touré, 2005. I was so surprised. I won one sticker of him, by the way. I bought very cheap. But I bought a long time ago, to be honest, and I was very surprised right now with the price. You can buy this card for $10, $20. Again, probably the cheapest card that I'm gonna talk today, by the way. Pop report is 0, of course. PSA 10s is 0 too. So let's talk about Yaya Touré and how great Yaya Touré was. Yaya Touré was one of the best midfielders I saw in the last 10, 20 years, easily. 4-time African Player of the Year, 1-time Champions League, 3 Premier Leagues, 2-time La Liga, 1 African Cup Nation. This is the equivalent of a Euro Cup or a Copa America, but in this case for Africa, 1 Greek League, 2 Premier League Team of the Year, legend, one of the best African players ever. Okay, but telling all the accomplishment about Yaya Touré, I don't think is enough, to be honest, because you can see 4 times African Player of the Year is crazy, 1-time Champions League, I mean, he won what 6 times league titles if you count to Premier League, La Liga, and Greek League. So you can see this is a winner in the end. He's a player that wins most of the time. But Yaya Touré is an interesting case because when he played at Barcelona with Barcelona with Guardiola, He won the Champions League with Guardiola, by the way. He was more like a defensive midfielder. He played a little bit more defensive. Was very good at, by the way. But I don't know. At Barcelona, his career was good, but at City was great because at City he played more like a box-to-box type of player. He was a defensive player, an attacking player, a constructive player. I mean, at City, we saw Yaya Touré being actually one of the best in the world. You know what I mean? So, another thing that you have to have in consideration, this card is, again, very cheap. One of the best midfielders in the last couple of years. By the way, I keep doing this joke. Imagine if Bellingham end up having a career like Yaya Touré. Probably, most likely will not, but Yaya Touré was really, really that good. And if you think about African as a continent, Africa will be a major part of the future, in my opinion, in terms of economics. And I believe picking African players is a good choice. But again, very speculative. I'm just telling what I believe. Nothing is for sure. You can say, oh, but this is a safe buy at $10. Again, nothing is a safe buy. Keep that in mind. A lot of YouTubers say you can't go wrong. This is a safe buy. Bullshit every time. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this. People need to have a little bit of moral to their own audience. And I have a lot of that because I keep saying to you guys, and you guys know this is totally true, nothing is safe. Think about it. Just because I'm saying, I'm not telling this is an amazing buy. I believe it is, but I don't know in the end for sure. So again, that being said, I believe this is a good buy. $10 seems like a steal for me. Is this for sure a great investment in the future? Nobody knows. You can go wrong in the end. That being said, I really like to play. Next one, Alan Shearer. Okay, England fans probably know Alan Shearer very well. I mean, the entire world maybe not, because the Premier League sometimes is a little bit closed. Not right now, but in the past I felt like Premier League was kind of... I know they had their own league, but they played like... I cannot explain very well because of my English, but they are a little bit closed in the past, in my opinion. Alan Shearer, price raw, $20, $50. Again, it will depend a little bit, condition, timing on the market, but there is a couple right now on eBay. Not a lot, to be honest, so be careful. If you really want this card, I believe the stock is high, but right now in the market there is a couple of copies. That being said, pop total 3, PSA 10s 2. Actually, a very good conversion. Of course, people most of the time send the best ones they have, but very good conversion. So let's look at the accomplishment for Alan Shearer. 3 times Premier League top goal scorer. 1 Premier League with Blackburn Rovers. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. 1 Premier League with Blackburn Rovers. Think about this. How crazy is this? By the way, he won the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers, being the best player and being the top goal scorer. How crazy is that? No, think about this. Blackburn Rovers was a good team, but 4 years before that was playing on the second division. And this man, not only Alan Shearer, of course, is a team sport, but a big part of the success of Blackburn Rovers is this man. This is for me still one of the best ever accomplishment in the Premier League history. No doubt about that. Blackburn Rovers winning the Premier League is insane. So yeah, you can see. If you look at basically what Alan Shearer won, basically, to be honest, there is a couple of minor titles, but the biggest title is the Premier League. And today on this list, you will see players that won, I don't know, 5 leagues, 7 leagues, and you can say, oh, but Alan Shearer only have 1. Yeah, sure, but that don't tell you all the story, basically. Alan Shearer was more than that. Alan Shearer could have been playing at United, Barcelona, but he stayed at Newcastle at the time. In this case, I'm talking about Blackburn Rovers. He went to Newcastle after that, but he's a Newcastle legend. He's a Premier League legend. So, 2 times Premier League Player of the Year, top goal scorer ever in Premier League. Top goal scorer. Premier League is probably the biggest league in the world. This guy is the top goal scorer ever, and you can buy his card for $20. How crazy is that? Think about that. Again, you can go wrong. Of course, you can go wrong. Everything can go wrong. People that tell you, I'm gonna keep repeating myself. That tell you can go wrong are just people that lack financial logic, that lack financial knowledge in the end. Of course, you can go wrong. But again, looking at probabilities, probably this is a good buy. So, and got 3rd place in 96 World Best Player. Winner was Ronaldo Nazário Lima. I guess you guys know that guy, right? One of the best players ever. You can say, oh, but he did not win the best player. Whatever, he's still a great playing for Newcastle, getting 3rd place at the World Best Player is insane. It's insane. The second was George Weah, by the way. But still, amazing career, Premier League legend. Not a lot of titles, sure, but sometimes you need to look at a player apart from titles. Sometimes the players represent a little bit more than that, and Alan Shearer is a very good example. If anyone from UK is watching this, tell me what you think about Alan Shearer. I'm pretty sure most of the people will recognize this guy as a legend. So, moving on. Next player, David Silva. Okay, this is one of the most expensive cards in the video right now, by the way. So, but I still think I should put him because he's still affordable for the video, in my opinion, because all the cards need to be 100 or less in price. Again, stock is not the stock is not that much on eBay, and a lot of cars are over 100. But there is still a couple hundred. There is still a couple at $50, $60. I mean, there is still a very good opportunity. If people just for watching my video go to buy those cards, maybe if you watch later this video, there will not be those cards. I'm not buying them, by the way. I have my own David Silva is at PSA, so for me it's fine. I just need one to my collection. But if people go to buy them right now, maybe when you watch the video, and I feel a little bit sad of this, sometimes I even try to find players that have a lot of cards on eBay, but with soccer is not that easy because the production for soccer, the stock for soccer is not that high. So for those type of players, if they are legends, sometimes there is good opportunities, but in a small number. Again, I'm sorry for that, but this is the reality. So Prices Raw, again, is a little bit expensive if you compare with other players, but still very affordable. Pop total 1, PSA 10s 0. So let's talk about David Silva. 4 Premier Leagues, 1 World Cup, 2 Euro Cup, 2 Premier League Team of the Year, 2 Copa del Rey. I normally don't put Copa del Rey on the titles, but David Silva won Copa del Rey with 2 small teams. I mean, if you compare with Atletico, Barcelona, Real Madrid. So for me, it's a big accomplishment because, again, Copa del Rey, if you win a Copa del Rey with Barcelona, I don't put that on this type of videos. But if you win the Copa del Rey with Real Sociedad, for me, this is a big accomplishment. So everything needs to be in perspective. It's a fan favorite and magic play style. If you watch a lot of Manchester City games, David Silva is a legend. Just go to YouTube and watch what other people say about him, especially players like Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. They all say David Silva was one of the best players I ever played with or I ever saw actually. So David Silva is a legend. I mean, was one of the best players at the Euro Cup 2012. World Cup was a relevant player. I mean, again, at Premier League was a amazing player. City is actually, if I'm not wrong, making a statue for David Silva. They will put outside of the stadium. A lot of people, this is debatable, of course. Say that David Silva is the best player ever for Manchester City. But one thing that is not debatable is he's one of the best players ever for City. If he's the best, if he's the second, or doesn't matter. He's one of the best. Legend. City is a club without a lot of history. City is making the history right now, to be honest, because of course they now have a lot of money. But City will be in the history for Manchester City without a doubt. Again, I really like this buy because the reason I really like this buy is I think Silva was one of the most fun players to watch on the Premier League in the last couple of years. So I really like him. I think he's a great buy. Legend. Next one. Talking about another City legend, by the way. Today in this video, you can see I actually put 3 City legends because Yaya Touré is a legend for City, one of the best ever for City too. Aguero, same thing, one of the best ever. Probably those are the 3 modern players that had. You can say Kevin De Bruyne right now for sure, maybe Sterling. But if you look a little bit at the older ones, Aguero, David Silva and Yaya Touré and company. Of course, company was great. Again, a defender. Sometimes defenders don't get a lot of love, but company was great. But Aguero is just insane. So, talking about that, prices raw. By the way, Aguero have a couple of rookies. Mundi Cromo actually had a lot of variants. Mega cracks, of course, if you can afford, is the best option. And this Colecciones Este. Colecciones Este right now is actually owned by Panini, by the way. I'm not sure if the time Colecciones was owned by Panini, but I believe not. That being said, right now is Panini brand. So I actually like this sticker. Sometimes I don't. If there is a sticker or a card, I put a card because I know people most of the time, especially American people, like the card the most. But this sticker I actually believe is a very beautiful sticker and is very affordable. Again, same case with David Silva. Not a lot of them on eBay, but if you cannot buy this card, this sticker, you can still buy the Mundi Cromo. Again, maybe WCCF is still a good option. There is a couple of rookie cards for Aguero. I just choose the Colecciones S because I really like it and I believe is a set with some lineage, and for me that's very important. Again, one of the few options that you can get. There is a couple of more. So prices raw again. $50, a little bit less. It will depend a lot on the condition. It will depend a lot on the timing on the market, but still very affordable. Pop total for PSA 10 0. So let's look at some titles. That Aguero won. 4 Premier League titles, 1 Premier League top goal scorer, 1 Premier League team of the year, 1 Europa League with Atletico Madrid, by the way, 1 gold at Olympics with Argentina. Same team Messi played with that team. Di Maria, great team by the way for Argentina. One of the best generations ever for them. Sadly, they never won the World Cup, but that's apart from the point. Top goal scorer ever for Manchester City. So, if you look at this resume, it's very good, of course, no doubt about that. But you can say that maybe is not that spectacular if you compare with other players that I put in the list. But the thing with Aguero is probably winning more titles, especially soon, because City is actually the favorite to win Champions League right now. I mean, again, that's a long shot. I know that because PSG is a great team, Real Madrid a great team, Chelsea have a chance. So of course that is just a long shot, but there is a possibility, and a big one in my opinion. and very likely another Premier League title. So for me, that's very relevant. Aguero is leaving Manchester City at the end of the season. Very likely will go to Barcelona. A lot of people are saying that now. Again, long shot. Nobody knows. But let's say he goes to Barcelona. I believe that Barcelona probably can win La Liga. So there is a couple of titles that Aguero can put in his resume. You know what I mean? In his curriculum. So legend for City fans, no doubt about that, especially if you remember at the time he scored a goal in the last minute and City ended up winning the Premier League. So he's a memorable player, have actually a big follow on social media, by the way, so that counts a lot. He streams on Twitch. I believe he streams on YouTube too. So, I mean, he's a player that is very connected with the fans. He's a player that is a fan favorite. So, I believe he's a very good buy. That being said, again, nothing is for sure, so move on. Really like it. But today, this is my pick for today, by the way. Again, I like to, all of the 5 options are great options, in my opinion, but if I had to pick one, it will be Daniel Alves 2003. I'm going to explain why. This is not a rookie card, by the way. If you go to eBay, a lot of people put rookie. I mean, it's a rookie card. It's not the rookie, because there is a sticker. I'm not sure if there is 1 or 2 stickers, actually. But at least one I know. One sticker from Brazil and actually made by Panini. Actually in the same set as Kaká. And Kaká, if you guys follow the market, Kaká sticker is very expensive and it's very rare. Same for Daniel Alves. But being said, this is the first card with Mega Fishes. It's the first card at Spain. Mega Fishes is one of my favorite subsets. And Daniel Alves, in the end, this is still a very early card. And the sticker is so rare that most of people, again, this is a controversial topic, but most of people will tell you this is the rookie card. So, again, debatable. I'm not going into there. Again, very, very good buy in my opinion, and I will explain why. Prices, very affordable actually. $20, $50, $40. It will depend. I cannot say a price for sure. It will depend. It will depend on the time on the market. But again, very affordable at the time I record this video. Pop report for this card is 3 and PSA 10s are actually 0. So, now let's go to the crazy part, and this is why I believe Daniel Alves is a crazy, crazy good buy. 6 times La Liga. Yeah, no joke. 6 times La Liga. 3 times Champions League. 2 times Copa America. One of those Copa America being the best player on the tournament. Very relevant, by the way, because he's a right back. So think about that. By the way, at that time he played at midfielder a couple of games too. Actually, right now he's playing at the midfielder in the end of his career. You know what I mean? But most of career, right back. 2 times Ligue 1, French League. 2 times UEFA Cup. 1 Serie A. 8 times Team of the Year, FIFA Team of the Year. How crazy is this? By the way, player with most titles ever. It's not Messi. It's not Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not Iniesta. It's not Zidane. This guy. I mean, you can say titles are not everything. Yeah, for sure. But this is an amazing title to have, you know. Player with the most titles ever. I mean, and look at the titles. I'm not talking about Qatar Cups. I'm talking about La Liga 6 times. French League 2 times. You can say with PSG is easy. Still. 2 times UEFA Cup. 3 times Champions League. 2 Copa America. I mean, 1 Serie A with Juventus and 8-time FIFA Team of the Year. So even if you don't understand stats, if this guy won 8 times FIFA Team of the Year, was in the Team of the Year 8 times, you can say that 8 times was playing at high level. And by the way, he's a legend and one of the best right backs ever. You can make an argument that Daniel Alves is the best right back ever. And this is not a shocking argument. You can say, do you believe that? I'm not sure. I actually like Cafu a lot. Cafu, because I have more nostalgia to Cafu. Watching Brazil playing with Cafu, I really enjoyed that. Cafu was amazing. But Daniel Alves is amazing too. Daniel Alves is not shocking that you can say he was the best ever at this position. It's not shocking to say this. Again, it's debatable, but not shocking. So because of that, because Daniel Alves being the player with the most titles ever, I really, really believe Daniel Alves is a great, great buy. Can you go wrong even playing $20? Yes. Is likely, maybe not. But you can go wrong, and nobody predicting the market in the short term is almost impossible. And in the long term is more likely that you can be correct, but it's still very difficult. So that being said, I believe this is a great buy, and I really, really like the display. That being said, guys, is everything for today. Conclusion, collect what you love, all the cards, and I'm just looking at them very fast. Daniel Alves for me is the pick of the week, if you can say this. Agüero amazing, David Silva amazing, Alan Shearer, the legend. I mean, titles don't tell everything. And Yaya Touré being one of the cheapest, a lot of people may end up liking this pick. And was a great, great player. So, that being said, guys, I keep saying this. Focus a lot on being logical, focus a lot on the market, grind, study the market, embrace the journey. All those things are so important, and I keep saying this, but I really believe that people that will succeed in the future will be that people. Don't put the market right now like a good example, because the question is not the question is, did you made money on this market? That's not the question. The question is, how much money did you made? But this will change very fast. And the crazy thing with the market is they change like this. Basically, oh, today I was making money, now everything is going down. This is the market, and people, there is a lot of hype men, there is a lot of Americans YouTubers that have no idea about the history of soccer. They have experience on the market for sure in other collectibles. Some others are just I don't even want to talk about that anymore. But that being said, focus, be logical, be smart, think with our own head. And in the long run, if you put the money on more established players, especially at good prices, of course, prices is always a very good, is always one of the most important components on your trade, on your buy. Think about this again, because I know, guys, I'm very annoying about this. I keep telling this. But again, I believe a lot of people will end up losing money in the soccer market in the next 2, 3, 4 years. I cannot predict if it will be in the next month or in the next 2 years, but I know the correction will happen. The market will crash a little bit, especially on modern stuff, and some people will lose money. But even if I can only change the mind of one guy or two watching this video, for me, I feel good about that. So that being said, guys, have a nice day. Give it a like at the video, and you can expect part 4 soon, I believe. Not sure when. Guys, have a nice day. Subscribe, very important. Follow me on Instagram and give the like to the video, very important. By the way, I will put a video. I will put a video probably in 1 year, one day or 2 days about Mega Cracks 2004, because I believe it's the best set ever, and I will do a very long video on that. But I cannot promise date for sure, but the video is coming. So that being said, everything for today. Have a nice day.